Coronavirus mutated 32 times inside South African HIV-positive woman over course of 7 months.
Here's a summary of the article.
A 36-year-old woman with advanced HIV carried the novel for 216 days, during which the virus accumulated more than 30 mutations, a new study has found. The case report, which has not been peer-reviewed, was published as a preprint on MedRxiv on Thursday. The woman, who has not been named, was identified as a 36-year-old living in South Africa. The coronaviruses gathered 13 mutations to the spike protein, which is known to help the virus escape the immune response, and 19 other mutations that could change the behavior of the virus. It is not clear whether the mutations she carried were passed on to others, the Los Angeles Times reported.
This post received a score of 13,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
If you check out the privacy policy for that website, they say they'll illegally charge you a fee to remove the personal data they've collected on you. SCMP links should be banned from this sub.
And it's not even SCMP's content, it's buys.
Yeah. I posted the link yesterday and it got 1/100th of the engagement.
For some reason I've noticed SCMP a lot on the news front page, and YouTube recommendations as well. Definitely AstroTurfin to get that data.
What's that?
AstroTurfin is buying likes, upvotes, whatever to look like you're organically popular.
Ha ha ha, I like that. The opposite of grassroots.
That's the idea. It's fake grass, aka AstroTurf.
Super COVID AIDS. This is like something out of South Park.
While HIV has not also mutated tuberculosis, HIV has a profound effect on the natural history of tuberculosis, manifesting in an increased rate of disease progression, leading to increased transmission and amplification of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Closing square bracket opening parenthesis.
Radiolab did an interesting piece recently on how COVID evolves in people who are chronically ill, creating random mutations and new variants.
Not peer-reviewed. So, do I take this with a grain of salt?
It's a sample size of 1, so it's a bit hard to peer review in normal timescales. Chances are low that they're incompetent at recording and comparing DNA strands.
It's a case study rather than a scientific experiment, so n=1 is quite common. Reddit often behaves like n is the single most important thing in any study.
That's because users with an enthusiasm for, but only a passing knowledge of, science once heard of a study with dubious claims that turned out to be bad because of a limited sample size, and then it got reposted enough that they heard about the same situation over and over, so they're sure to not forget it. Then when a small sample size comes up in any context, they remember, for better or worse, that it has been a problem in the past.
Yeah. Worst thing is that it's very basic statistical knowledge. Like this was covered in like the first day of my scientific statistics class in uni. Whenever I see someone on science-related subs mention n number being too small, without any explanation of why, it just makes me die a little inside. It's very possible it is too small, but you need to look at more factors than just the n to determine that, and if you've done that, build a proper argument around it, not just say, n too small, like it's often done.
Was anyone else taught at some point that n=30 is the magic number? I don't know where I learned this from, but remember in college psych degree we had to unlearn it.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.